2 or 3 from the bottom of the.
Louder, louder.
Okay. What payback is hell? I tell you. My dad was Carl. He was born over Shell Creek, Tennessee, on Walnut Mountain, I believe, where some of us are going tomorrow. At the age of 17, he married my mom, Pansy Robbins. He had 4 children. Loretta, the girl, is still alive, is in Ohio. She has had back surgeries and hip surgeries, neck surgeries, and she just couldn't make the trip. She has 2 children, Brian, who just had the surgery. He couldn't make it down, and also Paula. Paula's married to John and 3 kids. I don't know with 2 kids. But I don't believe they have been down here in quite a time. But anyway, I was next, Frank. I have 2 children, Jeff and Scott. Jeff is a pilot, Illinois, Southern Illinois University, and he has 2 kids, a boy and a girl. My other son, Scott, lives in Seattle. He is married and has 1 child. My wife of 3.5 years, she keeps track, is Judy. We were both widowed. Let's see, next in line is Wayne. Stand up, Wayne. Judy, you stand up. Wayne's wife, Rita. And Wayne had 6 kids. You got to help me. Clifford, John,
Brenda, Debbie.
Clifford, John, Brenda, Debbie, Mark, and JJ.
Yeah.
And
And they're all still alive.
they're all still alive but John.
Right.
And live here in North Carolina somewhere, I believe. I don't even know where my family is. Jerry is deceased. He was 1999. He was a sheriff's department here. He died here in Lenore. He has, pardon? Excuse me?
High school.
He also works
Oh,
at the high
yeah,
school.
yeah, so whatever that school was on the west side, Wells Caldwell, he was a resource officer, I believe. He was deputy sheriff. Well, he was a resource officer at the school.
Yeah.
And,
Deputy Sheriff in Caldwell County.
yeah. But anyway, Jerry had 5 kids. Jimmy, who he adopted with his first wife, and by his first wife, Shelley and Travis, who both live in the Raleigh area, and then Brandon and Brandy. Brandy lives in Indiana, has 2 kids, and another one any day now, I believe, Bram said. Brandon, his youngest. Oh, he's standing there. Anyway, Brandon lives here in town, and I also wanted to say something for, I talked to Bob Banner. Some of you know Bobby. That was Monty's child, and there was Wilma, Grace, help me someone, Wilma, Grace, Ida,
Edie
and Edie,
and Clyde.
and Clyde, and Bobby. And Bobby and Ida are still alive. She lives in Michigan and was having family in, so in order for Bobby to come, he had to have someone to drive with him. He's not that healthy, and he was just down on Walnut Mountain about a month ago.
Is Grace?
Bobby told me at least 4 times when I talked to him yesterday to tell everyone that he would have loved to be here. And he wants us to try to do this again next year, real early.
That's a good point. Then we should probably plan on something this time, and start while we're here, get it where we can get the word out and people can plan for it in the future. And,
Isn't Grace still alive?
Pardon?
Isn't Grace still alive?
No.
Did she pass away? She had Alzheimer's.
Yes. Bobby and Ida are the only 2 left. So yeah, they all passed away. But did I miss anyone?
That older your dad's sister.
Martha and Dave Turmeyer.
Martha and Dave Termeyer are both deceased, live in, well, live, buried in Akron. Yeah, and also Edith and Amos. Edith was a sister. They had no children. They are both buried in Akron. But back to Martha and Dave, they had 2 children, and we couldn't, one of them lives right around Akron. We couldn't find her. She's married, no one knew her married name. I think it was her second marriage, but Pam.
Pam and little Davy.
Who?
Davy, little Davy.
You could probably find her. No one up there knew how to get in touch with them. And George is also buried in Akron. That was another brother, and so is Vicky. Their son Thomas, he didn't even show up to the funeral, so no one knows where he is. And other than that, Jim,
Murray and Amos.
Edith and Amos, yeah.
Murray.
Oh, Mary McDaniel.
Yeah.
I don't think they had any kids, but yeah, she passed away years ago. Jim is also is buried in Akron. That same place as Grandma Hayes. This big picture in here. Well, let's see. The mothers are all the children we're talking about, and Fred. I don't know much about Fred.
Who her dad was, it's Wade Hayes. They didn't even say that, Wade and Blanche.
Right. I think that pretty much covers the ones that the family kind of split during the war, I guess. World War II, some went in service. The ones that didn't moved north to work in the defense plants, and some of the ones, when they got out, we followed them up, worked at Firestone, Goodyear, or something like that. And that's an Ohio family and a North Carolina family, basically. Fred, Judy can probably address that better than I can. I just know he. Yeah, Fred, yeah. Well, Fred had Shirley, Margie, Grace, Frank, and Harold and Frank. Harold is also, he married a girl that used to call me a Hill William when I first moved to Ohio. A Hill William.
We left out the twins, Luke and Linda.
Oh, Luke and Linda? I didn't know them either.
Yeah, Luke and Linda. And Linda had twins.
But no, anyway, Elaine, Harold married Elaine. I got to tell you this. I went up to Ohio when I was 13. But my southern accent in those city schools, this girl I couldn't stand in biology class. Hey, you Hill William? Yeah. And Harold ended up marrying that girl.